Previously on Game Nights.
Like in the midst of your battle, their cave thing started like filling up with this weird ethereal red mist. Yeah, so like y'all made a valiant effort to get away, but
did not
succeed.
No.
So what's gonna happen is the three of you are gonna sort of come to independently of one another, be a little out of it, and like experience, like, you know, witness some things. And so I was thinking that maybe it would be interesting to have the other, as one person is like having this whatever, like seeing whatever is going on, have the other people like not listening to the sound, and then afterwards you have to like talk to each other and see if you can make any sort of sense of what you saw.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this Game Nights. Tonight's tale, The Warden, Chapter 9. Yo.
What up?
I'm still shaken by what happened. I'm still reeling from what I witnessed.
I feel like you got the most traumatic one, Sean.
I was just shocked. I didn't know dinosaurs were in D&D. I didn't know that was canon. Unless, did you create those just for this?
Spoiler alert.
No. Sean's teasing.
Or am I?
Do you think Matt's here? Matt.
Well, so what happened with Matt when his turn was up in the real life, Colby?
I don't know. He needs to get a paper towel or something, so he just got up and left.
We need to have like a show within a show, just like the snack cast, where we just talk about what everyone's eating, because that's like a lot of what we discuss.
Where our D&D characters are playing their own version of D&D inside of D&D.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
And it's more interesting than our D&D.
It's pretty raw.
It's pretty raw.
Pretty raw. So, Sean, you inquired as to who won.
Yeah. Who won?
Dan made it the farthest. So Dan rolled the most successful Constitution saving throws. He had 3.
Nice.
Matt had 2. Sean, you had 1.5.
Yes, Colby was generous to me.
1.5.
Yeah. Well, I really wanted to like tell you, like, I felt like some of the info I like thought you would get the second one, but I'd hoped you would get the second one. So you got like half the story.
Okay.
That you could have. But yeah, so what do you want to do? We can.
So,
I don't know.
Well, are we all conscious and
guess,
talking to one another now?
Right. I guess that's the question. Like, are we ready to do? Are you all ready to come to?
I've been ready for weeks.
Cool. So, I'm gonna say, Art, because you didn't expend very much energy trying to be conscious. Before your body was ready to be conscious, you come to first.
Yes.
So you find yourself basically in the same position you were in before, like face down on the stone floor. But you come to and are feeling a little out of it still, but more normal. Like you can summon the strength to like move your limbs.
My goodness, I haven't felt this hungover since my days at university. My goodness.
So,
what university did you go to?
I went.
I didn't say you were conscious yet.
Shut your mouth. Stuff it full of olives, Matt.
All right. You see. So I mean, you come to and manage to like lift yourself up, and you see that the two of you So I'm sorry. The three of you are all still in sort of the entrance to the Goblin Cave, probably where you passed out from the mist. There are, blah. What are their names? Dell and Cal are still unconscious.
Yeah.
Cal is kind of like slumped against the wall, and then Dell is laying on his back on the floor, nearby.
And they're the only people I see.
Yep.
Okay. And there's no more mist. The mist is gone.
Mist is gone. The air is clear. You can kind of see. It's so you can see like sort of the sun rising through the entrance to the cave. So you can see like the first kind of rays of sunlight coming through the I don't know, like whatever mountain terrain is outside and falling on the ground outside. So presumably it's been a bit of time since you were there, because it was, later in the day, I think, when your party came upon the Goblin Cave.
Mm-hmm. So I think my internal monologue is, now that Mal is gone, can I usurp him as the leader of this business? Because I think I'm in a good spot to take over Starfeld, I think there's a power vacuum, and I should be the one to fill it. I don't say that out loud.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Instead, I walk over and check the vital signs of my two colleagues, and they both appear alive, yes?
Yep, they're alive, just kind of unconscious.
All right. I walk up to Cal, and I kick him in the ribs, and I say, "That's for making me pull you out of that pit, you piece of crap."
Cal, you like start awake, kind of in pain, because
what the hell
kicked you in the ribs.
Oh, that sure wasn't a very kind thing to do there, neighbor. The old one will certainly punish you as he sees just.
That's the last time you screw over old Art and get away with it.
Well, hey there, neighbor. I need a little assistance.
Are
there
you
back
Ned
in the
Flanders now? Why-de ho, neighbor.
The old one, or
and I guess I go over and more lightly kick Dell.
It's a nudge, really, more than
No. Let me make it clear. I kick him, just not as hard as I kicked Cal.
What did I do?
You were unconscious. I had to wake you up.
I feel like you were unconscious also.
Your mom's unconscious. No, come
on.
Yeah, so Art goes over and more gently, not gently, but just more gently relative to how hard he kicked Cal, kicks Dell kind of in the arm, and Dell starts to stir.
Wake
Seems
up.
to be coming to.
I'm up.
Wake up. Time
What's
for school.
happening?
Well, we're screwed, in case you hadn't noticed.
Are we?
Oh, yeah.
Are we still in the same place?
As far as I can tell.
It's just a cave, right?
It's just a
that we're in?
cave. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably leave the cave. I don't... bad stuff going down here.
Well, I have some information. So I was awake for a little bit. I saw this woman with a braid and fire eyes. Do you see this person?
I was never awake. I didn't see anything.
Okay. Anyways, I saw this fire-eyed lady, and she claimed that at least she, if not everyone else, is not our enemy.
Wait, who's not our enemy? Everyone.
She claimed that she wasn't our enemy.
But isn't that what our enemy would say?
Not if they have us unconscious, I feel like. She didn't. I'm fairly certain that she didn't think that I could even hear her. So, maybe we shouldn't try running immediately, but let's definitely keep it in the back pocket.
This seems like the kind of situation we shouldn't involve ourselves in. I think we should just leave. Just leave and forget it all ever happened, like a bad dream.
Okay.
I sure would like to find out more about this lady with the braid and the fire eyes. That sounds pretty exciting. I think we should go back into the cave.
Now, does this fire-eyed lady mean anything to you, Rick, or whatever your name is? Rel, Ark?
What?
What's Matt's character's name?
Cal.
Well, I really hard on the head.
Calwind.
Cal?
Yeah.
Calwind.
Oh wait, what's Sean's character's name?
Alan
Arthur.
Cal.
Oh, I was getting those two confused. Sorry.
Jeez.
It's been a long time. I was hit really hard in the head. Anyways, does this red-eyed lady mean anything to you, Cal?
Nope. Sure doesn't ring a bell
Okay, cool.
at all.
And no one else saw anything?
Nope. Nope.
Dicks.
I saw the red mist, and then I woke up here on the floor.
Okay.
I saw a bunch of hands that were like holding me down. It was pretty creepy. I couldn't break
Yeah.
out of the hands, and then I
Are
went
you
on.
sure that wasn't the old one dragging you down to be
To
is it
hell.
eternal slumber?
Oh, I can only hope so. But unfortunately, I know the touch of the old one, and that sure was not it.
What?
Now show me on the doll where the old one
What? I mean, you know, from a metaphysical perspective,
Show me on the doll where he metaphysically touched you.
all over and nowhere at all.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I think we should head back into the cave.
No, I'm. It seems I'm outvoted, so I guess we can head back into the cave.
Sure.
All right.
All right, we're
We're-
going back into the cave.
At what
Sorry
point?
about
Because
that. Yeah.
we know the layout of the cave at this point. Yes.
Are
So,
we do?
well, yeah.
Do
'cause-
we know where in the cave we are?
well,
We're
but
pretty
that was
sure
my
it's the
next
same
question.
cave.
Is like we should recognize where we are.
Yeah, so you the three of you are in the entrance to the cave. So it's basically where you
Gotcha.
succumb to the mist
Yep.
when you were trying to escape.
Okay.
So you're on the entrance, like on the far side of the pit, like the entrance side of the pit.
Okay. Well, then I guess we can head towards it. Just watch out for the poison darts in the pit.
Yep.
Indeed.
We adventure forward. There was it's been a while, so I gotta remember where everything is in this cave. So there was the door near the pit.
Right. That storage room that you like hid in but forgot to close the door.
Yeah, but it was just a storage room. So I don't know if you guys want to
Correct.
keep going past that. And then it curved.
Yep. So it the at the storage room, the cave sort of turned to the left.
Yeah.
And then went down to a hall, sort of a T intersection
Gotcha.
with a hallway. And so down to the left side of the T was like the sort of kitchen area where you had the big showdown with the goblins, and down to the right was the door at the end of the hall, which you didn't go through, and then the door, the other door that led to like the prison, the
jail thing.
correct.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, do you guys want to go through the door we didn't go through, or do you want to do something else? You're muted, Dan.
Seems like a good idea, but
Okay.
let's do it. I mean, we should listen at the door first. Let's not be irresponsible here.
Okay. Who wants to perceive?
I can perceive at the door,
Okay.
and I rolled a. Oh, sorry. Come on, Windows. 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
So you listen at the door. It's mostly quiet. You sort of hear like a dripping sound, maybe, but mostly nothing.
Okay. All right. I say we go in.
I reach and I try to turn I don't try to open the door. I just try to turn the knob. Is there a knob? And do I try?
There is a knob.
All right. I try to turn it.
It turns freely. It seems that the door
Okay.
is unsecured.
Well, then I open it.
Okay, roll a Constitution saving throw.
I did so well on these. Oh man, I rolled. You guys ready for this? A whopping 6. You're welcome.
So, as actually, the rest of you roll a Constitution saving throw as well.
I was like Home Alone,
Oh.
where like a paint can
Damn
swings down and you have to
7.
avoid it.
5.
5. Oh my
Wow.
God. Jeez.
You got to read up on your
I'm
Constitution.
gonna die again.
So
Going back to the pit.
you open this door, or Art opens this door, and the three of you are assaulted by a smell so rancid, so disgusting, that you all pass out.
Yay! That may be the worst thing we've ever done.
So
I'm so
you
sick
know,
of
so-
being unconscious.
some time passes. I've really been into the Constitution saving throws this one. After some time, Dell, I think, is the first to come to, given that he rolled the highest of the low Constitution saving throws. So he comes to and sits up. The smell is still there. The door is open. The three of you are exactly where you were when you passed out. There's no one else around. Dell sort of looks into this room, which is very small, and it's pretty clear that this is the commode for this facility. It turns out goblins are pretty stinky.
So bad can you imagine a smell so bad it knocks you unconscious?
Yeah. To be fair, maybe you are in a weakened state from getting misted.
Yeah, we got to stop smelling things.
Yeah. So, Dell, you're up. What do you do?
I'm just on the ground in front of this thing.
Yep.
I try to revive my companions.
Sure. How? You're gonna kick them art style?
No.
Bring it
Because
on.
I'm better. I'm better than that.
Oh, okay.
Some light like cheek slaps. I drag them away from the horrid smell, for one thing.
I don't mean to lead you, but you could also close the door.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But there could be treasure in there.
Does it look like there's treasure in there?
I don't know. I passed out.
No, I'm talking to the dungeon master.
I mean, you can perceive if you want to.
There we go. 21.
I want to hear
21.
I want to hear Colby very detailed describe a bathroom. I'm kind of excited for this.
I mean, the bathroom is a strong word. Like, this is more of an outhouse type of situation. Like, there's kind of a toilet shaped seat thing that is over like a deep-ish hole in the ground. Maybe it's like 6 feet deep. So Dell, you like sort of hold your nose and then you take a peek over, and since you have dark vision and you rolled a perfect 21, you can see pretty clearly at the bottom of this pit covered in excrement, there is a box. So it's
Do I
there.
really want to get that box?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think at this point, Cal and Art are coming to again.
Oh my God! What is that smell? Oh my word!
Oh, this is the worst thing that's happened to us since the last time we got knocked unconscious, eh?
I had really hoped that you would choose to open this door like in the middle of the goblin battle or something.
Yeah, but although I guess it wouldn't have knocked the goblins unconscious. That would have been a bummer.
Yep. They had a distinct advantage.
All right, so should we open the box?
Well, you got to
We
get
have
the
the
box.
box.
I'm happy to lower Dan into the pit to get the
Whoa,
box.
happy to lower-
You're the lightest of the
That's
three
very
of us.
generous of you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
all right.
I've never been more excited for anything in my life.
Okay, so
Now, do I have to think that I have to make more Constitution saving throws?
if you go in there, you absolutely do.
I don't know,
Yeah,
guys.
worst case scenario, you pass out and I pull you out.
How are you gonna secure me to this thing?
I have a rope. We'll attach you to the rope and we'll lower you down.
I'm on a fucking harness.
Okay, yeah, we'll get you a 5-point safety harness, a reflective vest, and a
Thank
hard
you.
hat. Maybe some goggles, some steel-toed shoes. What do you want here, Dan?
No, I feel
Yeah,
like
can I tie like a scrap of cloth over my mouth and nose and mitigate these effects?
yeah, I think maybe that would give you advantage on your Constitution saving.
Okay,
throw.
all right. That makes me comfortable doing this.
Okay.
I have some common clothes that I can tear up with my knife.
Right. Again, not to lead you, but some members of your party have magical abilities that might be able to assist in this sort of thing.
Well, they should fucking bring that up.
Yeah, I don't know. Said members
Mel's not happy
a little
about going
distracted,
in here, but this is how much he loves you. Just remember that.
Yeah, does the old one have any powers against bad smells?
Mage hand.
Listen there, the old one is not to be macked by the likes of you.
Hasn't stopped me before. Yeah, do you have any magic that can get this box out of there?
Well, let me see. All right. So, actually, yeah. You know what I do? I have a mage hand as a
Oh,
spell.
Really?
wow! Look at that.
Yeah. But I don't
I'm
know.
really happy that you thought of that.
I bet you are.
It shows some real cunning on your part, and on the part of the old one.
Ah, yeah. There we go. Sucking up to the old one, at last. All right. Mage hand. Spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range. The hand lasts for the duration of 1 minute. You can use your action to control the hand, manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or receive. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to use Mage Hand.
Great.
Good idea.
All right, so I conjure Mage Hand up. And Mage Hand is lowering in and
Cool.
opens up the chest.
Okay, so yep. So you conjure the mage hand. Mage hand starts floating towards this latrine thing. It like visibly recoils. It seems this smell is so disturbing. It affects the magical hand
spectral
you've
hand.
conjured. But the hand perseveres. And so it disappears down into the hole and opens up the box. That's what you said you wanted to do? You wanted to open the
Yes.
box?
No, just pull the box
up.
out. Don't open it. We'll open it up here.
I don't know. Can it lift the box?
Sure.
Can it lift things?
Well, no, it said manipulate
can-
objects. That lifting
Yeah.
is a form of manipulation.
It's not a huge box.
Okay. Oh, all right. It can't carry anything that is over 10 pounds. Is the box over 10 pounds?
No.
All right.
Okay. So it's going to carry it and lift it up to us. All right. Brings it up here. And now we're going to open it.
Open it, Matt. You get the honors.
Oh, okay. I opened it up. What's in it?
You find money.
Hey! Ding, ding, ding,
Money.
ding. Wow, what a great place to
Money.
store your cash.
Indeed. You find 15 gold pieces, 20 silver pieces, and 50 copper pieces. Copper pieces?
Nice.
That's a thing, right?
Yeah, it is. How are we going to
Very good.
divide that? Evenly?
Sure.
Okay. I would say we each get 5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
This is like math time. I get for Colby's characters with us too, though, isn't?
No, he's
Isn't he?
gone.
So Cal and Dell, at this point, you look around and notice that Mal is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, right.
Thinking back to the entrance, you don't remember seeing him when you woke up either. So
Whoa!
Was I the
You
only
have
one
seen-
who realized that?
you have no idea
I-
where Mal is.
No, I totally didn't realize
I mean,
it until just now.
I kept the
Damn,
two of you
that's
awake.
mad
I didn't-
He's been really quiet recently, so I didn't really kind of forgot about him.
Yeah. That's why I said I was going to replace him.
I don't know who could know where Mal might be.
We'll never
or
know.
have any idea. I don't know.
Mal
Probably going
is
forever.
actually the woman with the braids.
Oh shit!
That's
I
Mal.
always said he had fire in his eyes. I said that. I said that.
Spoiler alert. No.
I guess that pigtail wig that he used to keep in his backpack makes a lot more sense. So
Yeah. Okay. So 5 gold pieces. We'll just say 6 silver pieces, and what's 50 divided by 3? Matt, you're the educator.
Let me break out this massive calculator.
that'd be like 17 and a remainder or something.
16 and so 16 each.
16 and a remainder, and then the remainder, of course, goes straight into the old.
It goes to the charity of your choice.
Old One Incorporated.
The Old One Foundation for advancing.
Ronald McDonald's Old One House.
Yeah. What does the Old One live there?
No, he runs an orphanage. Many orphanages for disadvantaged youth. The Old One is nothing if not charitable.
Okay.
And vengeful, extremely vengeful.
But charitable, but also vengeful.
But also charitable.
Yeah. Okay.
But you
sure.
can't forget the vengeful part.
Right, but a little bit of the charitable, but also vengeful. Yeah.
Can't forget the vengeance.
All right. Well, good. Now that we explored the bathroom treasure, what do we do now?
Let's leave the bathroom and explore the rest of this cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll pinch our noses shut this time.
I'm gonna keep this thing on just in case.
Did we go to into the actual prison room? Like, I think we
did
knew
as
it was.
you were fleeing the mist.
Oh, we kind of ran through there.
To the prison room.
Yeah, we did.
I'm trying to think what we didn't do. I mean, I know that there were all like the little hidey holes, but we're.
Yeah. So so if you recall, you passed through. You were in the kitchen. You passed through some sort of like a sort of bedroom office thing that you presume to be the head goblins. And then you passed through like a bunk room, and then you passed into the prison, and then you were back out. It's basically where you are right now.
We didn't we should sift through the papers in that office and see if we see anything important.
It's a good
That
idea.
can lead us to accomplishing whatever it is we were supposed to accomplish in this cave. I don't remember. It's been so long.
Your aim in coming here was to stop some goblin ambushes that had been happening along the road.
Okay, so
we kind of did that.
Well, no. So if we go into the office, maybe we'll find a map that'll point out future plans for goblin ambushes, and we'll be able to stop them and prevent them in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure they have very detailed maps and plans of their raids. Let's check it out. Let's go to the office.
Let's see.
Let's check it out.
All right. So we're heading over to the office. Cool.
Okay. So you go through. I mean, do you want to just take the fastest route to the office?
Yeah.
No, the scenic route.
The scenic route.
You know, really check out the place.
I think we should just take the fastest route.
Okay.
We'll split it up.
No splitting up.
So,
Can we fast travel there? Is there a fast travel option?
sure. So the three of you walk together through. You go basically back the way it came. So you go through the prison jail thing where you see the empty cells, into the goblin bunk room, and then through the door into the sort of goblin head goblin chambers. There's like a big bed, which you presume was for the bugbear, a smaller bed, which you presume was for sort of the crippled goblin guy, and then there's like a desk in the corner, there's like a bureau. I don't quite remember. There's some furniture because you searched some of it before and found like money or something. But in any case, you're in here now.
First of all, I'm still disappointed that we never got to learn more
Yeah.
about the bugbear and his friend.
It's like,
I mean, it was good fun killing him, but I feel like we really missed on something. I'd like to roll an investigation check
Okay.
on the room. You know what? That was a practice throw. I would like to roll. I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 2, so
Wow.
I guess a 4. I rolled a 4.
I mean, you look
you see
around
things with your eyes. Yeah.
Right. There are some papers on the bureau. There's like a book open on the bed with like pages torn out of it. You
What's that book say?
are not sure what to make of it, really. Someone with a
Can we
more
read it?
impressive investigation check might be able
Okay.
to.
Yeah, Dan, do you read good?
If it's in Dragon or Elvish or whatever, normal, common. Investigation 14.
14. That's pretty good. So you take a look at the book. You see the cover says like 10 ways to be your best goblin self.
Was this a BuzzFeed article?
And you look at so you look at the papers that have been torn out, and it's pretty clear to you that the person who was tearing them out was using the pages as like tissues. They are like sort of
were some of those in the
boogered
latrine?
together and crumpled up. You like flip through the book and it's sort of what you'd expect a book called 10 Ways to Be Your Best Goblin Self to Be. But disappointed, you sort of glance over to the other side of the room and notice that there are some papers on top of the bureau thing.
What do those say?
That's a good question. Would you like to look at them?
I'll look at him.
He's on a streak.
12.
I see. Cool. So you look through the papers. One of them seems to be kind of a tally of loot, maybe. Like there are counts of gold pieces and things. It seems pretty roughly gold pieces and potions and stuff. So it seems pretty roughly aligned with what you found so far in the cave. It's not really. There aren't words. There are like
Pictures?
There's like a picture of what looks like money and some like tally marks, and then like a picture of what looks like a potion and then some tally marks.
Are there any
there's
pictures
like
I don't understand? Are there
I
any
think
pictures I don't like immediately recognize?
no, it's like pretty standard stuff. There's like a scimitar and like cookware and stuff. So it seems to be a picture-based inventory.
Oh, the original emoji.
Right. So you shuffle through the rest of the papers and you find what looks like a map. And so it seems to be a map of the area that you're in. So you see I think the three of you have seen maps like this before, given like in your research to go hunting these goblins, but this one has some more interesting landmarks noted. For example, the goblin hideout where you are right now is noted in the section of the Eastern Peaks. You can see sort of the road you came along to get here, the road from Neverwinter. You can see the road that you passed at the intersection that went towards Deepwood Rock. You can see Deepwood Rock pretty clearly marked on the map. You also see an area. So there's an ocean to the east, and so south of the Eastern Peaks, there's an ocean, and the coast kind of proceeds south from there. There's marked on the map, pretty far south on the map. There's a city called Lamaria that seems to be a coastal city, and then
do the goblins make this map, and does it seem like they're marking this, like they're taking the time to mark these places, Unlike
No,
a normal map, which
it
would just
seems-
mark all the
it
big
se-
cities regardless.
Right. It seems like a map that the goblins have annotated.
So
a
these
bit.
are the annotations, is what you're describing.
Yeah, so I think the big cities are marked, like, in the
Uh-huh.
big cities are things that you were probably aware of from your research, the research that you've done. Interesting stuff includes the goblin sort of hideout that is marked where you are now. You can see so between Deepwood Rock and this other city, Lamaria, there's like sort of a drawn on, I don't know, road might be a strong word. It's like sort of a dash line that has clearly been added by the goblins, and there's like kind of a skull and crossbones next to it. And
Where was this?
So this is between Deepwood Rock, the place that you kind of passed.
Is this where they got us? Or was this where they were attacking the...
No, this is not a place that you've been before. I'll draw...
Does it seem like that's where they are targeting their, like, attacks of the caravans and stuff?
No, I think their caravans were along... The attacks they were doing were along, like, the road that you all traveled in on.
Okay.
The way this road is marked up, it seems to suggest that the goblins want to avoid this area.
Oh, interesting.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there are other, goblin territories or anything that we could take back to the authorities.
I see.
So that could be then that dangerous area is something to watch out for.
Could be, yeah, yep. And then, so there's the road. I will draw this up for you all to reference in future episodes, but there's the road like back towards Neverwinter, and there's also another road that goes on, like, if you remember, you sort of went off the path to get to this goblin hideout, like that road continues, and you can see it marked on the map, so it continues sort of bends south and like follows the coast down. And there is a sort of X marks, it's an unlabeled X marks the spot sort of thing on this map, kind of towards the foothills of the mountains along the coast. And beyond that, there's not much different from the map that the sort of standard regional map that you've seen before.
Cool.
Us
So, throughout our travels in this cave, I've seen no evidence of that person that I claim that I saw.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, sorry.
Okay. Maybe she's gone.
Indeed. Seems that way.
Well, so I guess we have several options of where to proceed from here. We could follow this map to the buried treasure, or we could locate this lady with the braid and make her tell us where the treasure is buried.
What?
Right?
You cut out for a second. I didn't hear the last part.
So I said we could either follow this map to find the treasure, or we could find this lady with the fire in her eyes and make her tell us where she hid the treasure.
We don't know if that's what she's, hiding or anything. We also have no way of finding her if she's not here.
You don't just inhabit a cave like this unless you have some kind of big secret. And what big secret could goblins have but a treasure hidden deep within?
That was very poetic. Okay, I propose we go back to town, collect our reward, and then, get a little long rest in, and then follow the treasure map. Because we have no way of finding the lady. How do you propose we find the lady with the red eyes?
Well, you're the one that saw the lady.
I know.
we could all swipe right. Is that the good one? I don't know. Are you supposed to swipe left?
I don't know.
Yeah, Matt's not in charge of our Tinder.
I don't run the Tinder account.
Is there a Coffee and Beer Tinder account so you can find other podcasters to hang out with?
Ladies.
I'm pretty sure the old one runs the Tinder account for us. So.
LL Cool old one. Ladies love the old one.
Swipe right for the old one.
Smiting people upon volcano.
Dispensing old arcane knowledge.
And dispensing old arcane justice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. If she's not here, I mean, we can search the caves, and I would be searching for any tracks also if we were to search the caves, because if she's not here, she must have gotten in somehow. And I think we've enumerated all the entrances and exits. So if we want to search, that's what I would do.
Well, what makes us think that she's even still here? Maybe she left and went back
That's what
to
I was saying. Well, yes. I mean, we could, but what I'm saying is if we want to find her, we can try to check for, like, tracks and any evidence of how she got in or how she left.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
We could do that.
What do we want to call this?
So you're gonna go back to the entrance of the cave?
Yes. And we're going to check in the cave to see. I'm going to go back to the room where I know I saw her.
Okay.
I'm going to look for tracks. I'm going to try to follow them. And if that fails, then I'll go to the entrance and try to do the same thing.
And do you want... I mean, the room, you saw her at the entrance of the cave.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
You're right. Or as far as you know, but like you have no reason to think that you were anywhere else besides on the floor of the entrance of the cave.
Okay.
Do you want to go straight there? You've re-explored most of the cave at this point, with the exception of like the kitchen room where the fight went down and the storage room where you've already been. Do you want to go straight to the entrance or?
Sorry. Is there any loot when the fight went down that we can get?
Maybe.
Let's check it out.
Nice. So, so you exit the other door of this sort of bed chamber into the I don't know what you call it, like the sort of hall, gathering hall / kitchen area of this complex. There are bodies on the floor that you recall dispatching. There's like the burned table. It is mostly burned out at this point. Like it's still glowing a little, but it's mostly like just charred wood. You see like there's the big fireplace with like cooking stuff. There's sort of the hidey hole thing at the top the top of the floor that you first saw the mist coming out of. And then there's where you left the laughing goblin. There's a body. He seems to be quite dead. He's missing his right hand and his right eye.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Is sort of in a pool of his own blood.
Well, I've heard laugh your ass off. I've never heard laugh your hand and eye off.
So
Wow.
I mean, maybe you like poke around the bodies. You find the things you would expect to find, like no money or anything really.
Now, was that goblin missing the eyes and stuff originally? The eyes in the right hand?
You rack your memory and find that at least in what you recall, he was not. He was a whole goblin.
Is that square with what everyone else remembers?
I remember him having all of his bits.
Sure.
Originally. I mean, why would they take his hand and eye?
Right. So I want to investigate this corpse.
Well, just thinking out loud, you mentioned that this woman had fiery eyes. So maybe she was looking for a replacement.
Oh, like an eye transplant. Yeah, maybe that's a condition.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know, but then again, we were all unconscious. She could have taken our eyes out.
That's a
Right.
good question. Does ever
But
okay?
this,
Just
this
quick
lends credence
inventory.
to the fact that she wasn't after us. Obviously, because she could have just killed us.
That's
She also
true.
said that she was our friend or something.
Yeah, we're not her enemy. Hey, quick inventory. Does everyone have their hands and eyes? Just check. Just make sure.
Think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Hand on my heart, I have all my eyes.
I have a dream.
To have eyes
This
and
is
hands.
hands down the best adventure we've ever had.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Nice.
Hands up. Let's go.
So you said you're going to investigate.
Yeah. I'm gonna investigate this body. Woohoo! 21. I'm looking for
Cool.
how is this eye and hand cut off? How recent was it? And I'm
Yeah.
checking around the body. Does it look like someone like walked up and did this?
Sure. So you do see you investigate this pretty solidly. So you see sort of around the body and kind of I mean, you made quite a mess of the goblin. So there's some blood and stuff on the floor. And using your deductive skills, you can see there are 3 sets of footprints going around. So it's like booted footprints.
Dude. I felt her boots.
What's that?
Didn't I?
What?
Didn't I feel this lady's boots like on my back or something? Oh no, I heard them. I heard her walking.
Correct.
Dan, what were you doing with this fire eye?
Listen, some stuff happened.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it.
Apparently.
What happens in Neverwinter stays in Neverwinter.
Right. And so just to be clear, when I say 3 sets of footprints, I don't mean like 3 footprints. I mean there are footprints from 3 different booted.
I was just trying to figure
character.
out if I could reconstitute which of those boots might have been hers,
I see.
or if any of them could have been.
I see. All 3 of these boots seem about the same.
Okay. Now are they small, like goblin-sized boots, like roughly?
They're like humanoid-sized boots.
Okay. And I look at my companion shoes. How many of them seem to match the foot size of my companion?
I'm sorry. What are you accusing us of?
Because I'm just trying to figure out which one isn't us.
So it seems like none of them are yours, right?
None
like
of them.
Your
I expected.
right. So Dell and Cal have pretty elven, like slender elven feet.
Right.
They don't line up with this, and the Dragonborn has quite large
Massive.
dragony feet.
Yeah.
Those don't match these either. So just before we get too far, like other things you notice about the body, the sort of wound where the goblin's arm was cut off is like cauterized. So it's like sort of burned closed. It's not like bleeding or anything. And then I guess I said before his eye was like plucked out.
Plucked.
Yes. Sort of impressively, not destructively. It almost just seems as if it was removed. And it also seems like the goblin was conscious because there is a very scared look on his remaining eye.
But he laughed the whole time, which was crazy.
Yeah, he was freaking out. He was having a bad time.
Now this strikes me as like religious, or it's oddly specific.
Mhm.
Does anyone have like good religion or history checks?
That would be history. Or arcana,
Or
maybe.
history.
Or religion.
Well, it's up to Colby.
I have Arcana. Some skills with Arcana.
I don't have any.
I think history would work in this case if you want to take a shot at that.
Does anybody have a stat boost for history? I don't have a specifics. No, I don't have anything.
No, and I'm
really.
0 in intelligence, shockingly enough. So
All right, I'll roll it. Jeez. All right, so I'm doing a history check.
Yeah.
19.
see, this is why we have you do it, Dan.
Dang.
Hot on the dice.
I see. So Del sits back against the wall of the chamber, sort of strokes his. I don't know if he has a goatee. He strokes his chin. Whether or not there's facial hair there is unclear.
Sort of immaterial.
Right. And he thinks back and remembers the lore of this region. And he kind of recalls I guess it's kind of like a boogeyman type of story where it's like the the kind of thing that people would tell their kids, like, if you don't behave like this, the boogeyman's going to come get you or something. He remembers hearing about this figure called the Warden, who runs an ethereal sort of prison and comes for people.
An ethereal prison?
That was not. Disregard that.
It's my
that
favorite
was not,
Metallica album.
Prog rock band.
I see. So the Warden comes for criminals who've escaped justice. And the Warden runs this mysterious prison is probably what I meant to say. Not definitely privately operated. No government oversight for sure. And the Warden has a sort of gang of bounty hunters. So 3 bounty hunters who are legend has it they're white, so they're undead. And each of the 3 claims a prize from its victim. So one, the hand, claims the right hand of its victim. The other, the second, the eye, takes the eye of its victim. And the third takes sort of like the I don't know what this means. You don't really know what this means either. It's just sort of a legend, but the legend has it that the third, the Warden's breath, like, takes the blood, like the life force out of his victim. And so when they find usually when they find their target, they each of them takes their prize, and short of killing their bounty, they then return to the Warden, having claimed their prize and taking this person who has escaped from justice to serve sort of dark justice.
Sure. Do red eyes figure into this at all?
So you think back about what you know about whites, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And you've never heard of a white with red eyes.
Okay. So it could have been the Warden.
Maybe.
Shit. All right. That's pretty cool.
No one's ever seen the Warden and lived to tell the tale.
Except
legend goes.
Us.
I'm sure it's not a real thing. It's definitely made up. There's no way.
I don't know. Matt was saying it hooked up with her, so
I don't. I mean, once again, throughout as we learn more, I am increasingly less interested in getting involved in this situation. Nothing has told me, wow, this is a good idea.
It seems like
we should interject ourselves.
We owe whoever that person was,
the person who said, "Please leave me alone. I'm only trying to do my job."
Who said that?
Who said that?
I'm inferring. Because you were like, "You're not my enemy," which I infer as, I got no beef with you. Get off. Leave me alone.
No, I interpreted that as I was making a provocative statement to see if I could learn anything, and what I gathered from that was that she thought I was like sort of accusing her of being, part of like the goblin a criminal gang. She was saying, no, I'm not. I'm the furthest thing from that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we should try to find her because it sounds pretty cool. You know,
Does it?
I totally don't have a crush on her or anything. It's fine.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Did you miss the part with the hands and the eyes and the souls?
Right.
And the warden and
Nothing gets me going like a little bit of dismemberment.
you lost me at ethereal prison.
Oh, please. Oh, God.
Let's
I regret
prove it, John.
ethereal prison.
Oh, that's
Mysterious
hashtag
prison.
ethereal prison. Tweet at us.
S/ethereal/mysterious.